If Heated Rivalry hadn't become a sudden overnight success, it's likely we would have never seen a soundtrack release for a relatively small Canadian drama series. But here we are, watching the series. A distinctive musical presence isn't really felt outside of a few key song-driven scenes. These songs are used sparingly and to great effect. Those who remember the Russian pop duo Tattoo will know what I mean. This isn't necessarily a criticism of the series' score. Composed by Canadian musician Peter, making his scoring debut, a score can be at its most effective when it is invisible, not drawing attention to itself or dictating what a viewer should be feeling. Instead, a score can still be effective when it supports the story and imagery by lying quietly beneath, embellishing the tone and informing pace. While the aforementioned songs do not appear on this soundtrack, aside from one original, track 10, It's You, the rest of the score is instrumental, riding a gentle wave from quasi-club banger to minimal somber synth to end on a solo piano piece. There is a theme buried in there, most obviously in the opening track Rivalry, but again, does a show like this need a cue for every character and setting? At its most successful, this score sets the tone, whether it's the icy distance during the times the main characters are apart, which is often, as well as the scenes set in Russia, or the heated erotic interludes, for which there are also many. The score adds just enough amid all the other elements. Interestingly, as a standalone listen, the score in parts seems more evocative than it did when watching the series, conjuring memories of the characters and scenes in quite a potent way. It might be a tad cliché to pair electronic club music with queer storylines and themes, but it feels appropriate here, aligning with the characters' intoxication with each other and aggressive sexual behaviour. The more somber tracks, of which there are plenty, are reasonably effective, but repetitive and a bit boring during a standalone listen. One reason why this isn't a score you'll likely listen to much after the hype around the series fades. When first listening to this score, I was wandering around my local city and noticed how the music was matching my surrounds. The frenzy of traffic, the calm and reflection of the park, the comfort of finally arriving home. The music was moving in subtle parallel to my journey, adding a wistful dreaminess to an otherwise routine path. Likewise, this is what the score does for Heated Rivalry, never dominating, lingering on the edge of forgettable, but making everything just that bit more felt without us even knowing it.